in the last few tournaments, and that's them losing. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, cowards, let's make some noise! Everybody get in your seats, it's time for map 3.
It's time for a ramp room rush. Stewie, the analyst called him out. He needs a good game, and Alicia's gone down very early on. Stewie trying to pull away. There's the first tap, backing up even further. He's got to do one more, and he can't. A 2-on-2. Smoke's going down into the choke points. The rotation over towards the door. Oh, Naf. Oh, what a shot! Naf goes for the re-peek. Thought the smoke would cover him, and it doesn't. And Nitro going to be patient with this one. Bomb being planted on the other side of the silo with the cover of that smoke, but Rain is in a perfect position, and Nitro, he has a kit, he has a smoke. If he can find Olaf Meister, this will get tricky for Rain to spam through. And again, just trying to find the intel for the moment, and FaZe have no idea where he is. Ooh, the timing not there for the peak. He might have been spotted. Yeah, I think Rain is reloading now. He realizes he has the time. He has the comfort for it. Smoke goes down, hit the choke point, not for the bomb. And now he's isolated Rain. He's found Olaf inside the bomb site. It doesn't matter. They peek him. He's not ready.
Oh, that's rough, yeah. I mean, that's Rain. I mean, amazing kills there. Like, yeah, that's so critical. That one through the smoke as well. But even if that, gets to a late post-plant situation, Olaf still has a Molotov to work with. That smoke goes down at the ramp. That's difficult. They make that as hard as possible. FaZe Clan starting off strong once again. First round won, but Liquid immediately buy up. 2 scouts again as well. 2 CZs, a deagle, a handful of grenades. Very useful utility. A couple of smokes here that could make a difference, but FaZe move fast. Stewie, he's going to have an entire entourage of T's coming at him, and Nico immediately drills him with that MAC-10. They'll jock for position in the lower ramp. Nico's in control before the time I finished that sentence, and Twist is finally rotated down, but is it too late?
Oh, not too late. There's the first kill. A lot of bullets used to dink on a cold. That would have been a great follow-up kill to get. It's not to be, and I think the rest of Liquid is just going to back off of this.
It'd be nice to have these guns for next round.
Yeah, why not? This is such a long shot at the moment. And you know what? That's 2 ramp rushes to open up this map. I would not be surprised if that's 2 things. If that's one saying, we're going to lean towards ramp room, we're going to make sure you're always worried about having a second player there to ease up your defense in other parts of the map. And also, let's see if we can frustrate Stewie very early on in the game. Let's see if we can get him into a rut that he just cannot get out of.
Like, from the perspective that he's the most, kind of emotionally available player, he's going to be giving you that response.
I think it's just so valuable if you have him on tilt, and then he's already got a naturally difficult job of usually being the entry fragger, especially on the T side. We'll see him leading the way outside quite frequently, and if you really put him in a bad spot mentally, he can struggle to find some of those all-important entry kills.
Ramp a critical part of the meta these days with so many lower takes, and as we can see from FaZe, they have every intention to bring it to lower whenever possible. Stewie has a tough job. He relies on his teammates as well to communicate some very important information. If they take outside to lower and he's on the ramp and gets flanked, he's tilted. He doesn't know, he's tilted. If he can't get his kills when he's supposed to, he's going to be tilted. So there's a lot of ways to get pissed off at it. Just as you mentioned, yeah, he's already into it.
Well, and also, if FaZe did their research last night, they're going to have watched the Nuke game that Liquid played against Astralis, and the biggest weakness that Liquid had was rotating to support that lower bomb site when it was under attack. They really struggled to stop players getting down vent. They really struggled to gain a foothold before the T's actually made it into the bomb site. So you have to imagine that's going to be a point of emphasis for this FaZe attack.
Yeah, Maniac pointed out as well. He's just so impressed by FaZe, in particular on Nuke. I think he sees a way out for them. It's great to see that, or great for us that we get to see their T side first. So another establishing round just with the pistols that they've carried over, the rollover pistols and the scout.
It can't feel fun if you're Liquid and coming into this 3rd map of this series to potentially be eliminated in a 17% win rate on Nuke in the last 3 months.
Wow, yeah. A lot of that, though, partially due to maps versus Astralis.
Yeah,
which is a little bit more rough, and also really good practice. So that's one thing, but that at the same time, good game tape for FaZe. Like you were saying, if they watched it, then they could learn a thing or two.
Late smoke wall set up outside. Nico the only one here with an AK-47. Can't lose that weapon.
Yeah.
These pistols are going to start getting into tricky positions. That wall just meant to distract Team Liquid, to make them think that it's going to be outside. Stewie's been spotted. He's been dropped. Rain started to play phenomenally in this series. Clears top hut, at least for the moment. Flashbang comes out. He's tagged. There's a decent amount of damage done in Twist. Oh, he turns at the wrong moment. That's heartbreaking. He might have been able to have it, but Naf is still here. With the scout, the no-scope does not land. desperate fights across the board, and FaZe have taken the upper site. It'll be 3-0.
Yeah, an incredibly clean round in a situation where it could have all gone south. So Elige in the vent, the player to have rotated down just in case those wall smokes outside meant something, is now stuck here. He can be hunted down if they want to with a MAC-10, but they don't need to do that. I mean, they can keep the MAC-10 for an entry next round, whatever it is. But Liquid will be buying, so as a thought in their mind. And as this clock bleeds down, that's a round where FaZe Clan are able to take a late A site after a fake outside, but it is anti-eco, so there's not too much that you can like discern from that moving into like a full-on rifle round. We'll really see what FaZe's gameplay is, or game plan is next. Money collected, gun saved. How do Liquid want to start off? If it does come down to outside control, that's where Liquid have been tested a ton. If it comes down to the vent dives, no one quite vent dives like Astralis. And I say like Astralis because like it's like Glaive or Zipix. You know, like they're both really talented at vent diving. And that is a skill. I don't care. That's something you could spend years mastering. Not everybody can do it. Snacks can do it, you know. It's a handful of names, but they can do it with 100 HP. They know the exact times in a round. They know how to exploit it. We'll see if FaZe have that same ability. They can. They'll have a great half on their hands.
Well, Nitro's on top of Hut looking for it at the moment. Vent is broken.
Ooh, there it is, Olaf.
He's nearby.
Yeah.
That's a tough position. He's going to have a really quick wrap on the bomb side. Good kill from Nitro and Naf and Twist. They've shut it down immediately. That is a beautiful hold. Another one for Naf. The up shot. The up is effective, and I think Coldzera's even been spotted. Definitely has been now. Naf's got that as well. Triple kill with the AWP. And Liquid on the board early.
Absolutely hammered in the choke points before they're able to clean their feet off on the doormat. There was no chance. No plant in sight, and Naf like offing as the rotate. 4 people here to assist. I think one of those was a spam through the smoke from Mini. And Jesus, Naf, what a shot.
Yeah, that was a good one. You like that. 1-3 in the favor of FaZe. It's not a bad start whatsoever, and that's Liquid, at least for the moment, letting FaZe know that they're going to be willing to fight for that upper bomb set a little bit more strong than what they did against Astralis.
It was a big swing on their hands if they win this one. Steal back the economy in a huge way. 5 alive in that last round. Means they've got full grenades now, plus some bank left over.
Oh, I like this. Naf rotating through secret stairs with that AWP. It's only Nico for the moment who's really aggressive outside, although he and Coldzera falling back. Rain going to take up the position. Smoke's going to be laid out.
You can hear the wind blowing. No shots are being fired. No other nades besides these smokes.
That's 3 smokes, and that's a very deep wall. That can mean a lot of different things. Great flashbang to force Naf away. And even a Molotov to prevent him from coming back for a repeat. So FaZe have control of the outer yard, and they have options. They can come through this, they can turn into Mini, they can turn and attack towards the windows, but they might just miss the timing. Nitro's gonna be blinded for the moment. No one's out just yet. Good hold from Twist and Elige, and now Nitro, his job gets easier. They have to come through the smoke to greet him, and they don't like that whatsoever.
0 kills for FaZe in these last 2 rounds. Liquid era, baby. Oh my God. That's 2 shutdowns outside, and they found great timing to come through the mini smoke.
Yeah, they did.
They actually had a perfect crunch there. Surprised that Liquid were able to stabilize so quickly and so strong.
I think that timing might have just been a half second off.
Was it the mini guy who died first?
Yeah, those guys died first.
Yeah.
And the door guys came out a little bit late. I think they were just a smidge off the timing of those smokes, which is unfortunate because that was set up very well.
I think the squeaky guys got flashed and then timing was off. But yeah, that's rough. They were very close, but you know, still credit to Liquid. They've stopped 2 full upper execs without losing a single player. They put FaZe on a save. They only have to rebuy up to 1,000 people, or $1,000 per person.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, and you hate to put a price tag on people. You know, that's not very ethical. So they had to buy. They just barely have to spend any money. I mean, after losing the first 3 rounds, they are in the power position.
Back to pistols we go. Smoke's going to be put out pretty early. 4 players heading outside for FaZe, just Olaf in lobby. 3 Molotovs put down from Team Liquid to prevent any kind of a fast tactic. But everything's outside, and Naf knows it. Going for some timing shots. He's got a couple more chances. 1 lurk is left. Coldzera passively waiting behind his teammate's cross.
Good rotate by Elige. Preemptive smoke comes out. It's a perfect read.
That had to have been the conversation after the loss against Astralis.
That's the thing. It's good practice, right? Even if you lose, even if you look at those like, oh, they got beat by Astralis, we got this, and we can watch what they do. They're going to learn from those matches.
Well, Elige is under, I mean, as much as we talk about a nice rotation, a very quick rotation down low, it's only Elige for the moment. Stewie is now starting to cheat down the ramp, but there's no one in that position, so he's probably going to be looking in 2 different directions, and Elige has spotted the head. Now Vents is vulnerable, and so is the door.
Yeah, they definitely weren't on the same page there for a second. Stewie seemed concerned about control. If not a flash, I don't know. But Elige is getting into a good spot now. Behind sight, he's got his teammate Stewie. Interesting, he's like very comfortable here.
There's no utility left for Faze. Like wherever they go, when they open these doors and try to attack lower, I mean, they're going to have nothing to be able to get that plant down. It's going to be all fights. They're going to rotate back towards the upper bomb site. Don't want to mess with that. And instead of utility, they're going to attack from multiple different angles. Olaf can come through Hut, Coldzera can pop up the vents, and Mini is going to be under attack. Twist and Nitro under so much pressure here. 20 seconds. Creeping in towards Mini just now. Nico leading the way. Twist is going to get a first crack at it, and what a crack it is. Immediate headshot onto Nico. Now he's bothered from Vent, from Hut. Twist, USP is out. He goes down as well. Good take from Faze. 5 seconds to get that bomb planted, and it will go down, but Olaf can still ruin this. He can still ruin everything. Going to get aggressive right into Stewie's arms. AK is picked up, but it's a 1 versus 3 for Brokey. Got the first. Looking for another. Almost able to find the headshot on the nap, and he's still just tapping away. He's waiting for Stewie. That's a hard read to make.
Yeah, that was nice. 3 kills with a round like that, where they had no utility, as you pointed out, with the lower sight, basically uncrackable. And then they had to go back to go upper. They still get 3 kills. They get the bomb down. That's pretty successful from Faze. They do a good job. And Liquid don't over-rotate. They have the 2 players lower. They keep the 3 upper standing still in all of the normal spots. That might have been the only thing going for Faze, that like nobody was in a weird position. So at least when they came in, they were all in kind of expectable locations. But there was no way to actually... it was really going to be really hard for them to win a post plant with no grenades. So
yeah, but 3 kills in a plant, you got to be happy with that. With everything they brought into that fight. Outside up, 3-3. Money starting to grow on players like Nap, on players like Elige. Well, Nap getting spammed through the smoke, not too bad. Down to 68, and Rain just gets up at the perfect timing, but they're very wary of any aggressive stances from Elige and Naf. So that's good job from Faze. That's the first step won, the first battle won by Faze. Not taking any damage from the aggressive play.
There's a juggle back and forth. Smokes now. They're going to be deep again. And as you pointed out, you can do deep smokes and do multiple things with them. Creep into big garage, turn to mini, use them to cross outside. But we saw that timing was an issue in the past. What's the play going to be this time? 3 members of Faze out here. They intend to use them. But will they use them wisely? About 10 seconds left on those smokes.
Elige is backed all the way to CT spawn. A really annoying angle if Faze decide to go through that wall of smokes and try and wrap around towards heaven. Elige could shut it all down, and it seems like, at least for the moment, that's a very real possibility for Faze.
Good read.
They've got a lot of ground to cover, though, in 45 seconds to do it.
Faze like long rounds sometimes, that's for sure. Doesn't seem like a CT is going to give up any kill for free, because Elige is making a huge read by playing here. Dedicated. They're trusting him, and it seems like it's going to pay off. Oh, wow. Is he moving out of position now? Bad time to do it, but great adjustment. Oh my God, that first kill is massive.
Yeah, that's a pretty unreal. Even grabs a third, and that's the bomb. Round's over no matter what happens. Nav flies up the vent to get 1 kill. The off is on the ground. They'll have to recover that, and it's all about damage for Brokey. 2 kills. But Elige, a quiet dust too. That's a huge round to have.
Oh my God.
It felt like he was caught completely unaware. Just, he was in the perfect position, evacuates it, and still recovers just perfectly.
And he moves out of position. Ooh. Like, time is so low. He's thinking, okay, maybe they aren't going.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get closer towards the actual bomb site so he can help out when the hit does come in. Tough scenario that he manages well. One of the best players in the world. 1 round lead for the defense.
It's a crooked buy. It's like you've got an AK. Everybody else has a little bit of money left over.
Okay, some new terminology being brought into play.
Crooked buy.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. It's creative.
It's a buy for real criminals.
Well, there's smoke, there's nades used, but Twist is inside the hut, so none of them bother him. And his teammates are covering the wrap around hut. Well done. Again, this upper bomb site, 3 for 3. Team Liquid have shut it down.
They've gotten 0 kills on 3 out of 4 A execs. I mean, this is another pistol round, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But it's still worth a lot to Liquid, holding on to 5 to 7K per person. You know, multiplied by 15. I'm not going to make you do it, but you get the idea.
Or 1,000 in your case.
Yeah, 1,000 people. This is tough. It's demoralizing to lose a round like that. I mean, at least if you get a couple of kills, you feel better.
It's demoralizing to lose a round like that. It's terrible to lose 3.
3, yeah.
Oh, Unleash.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
He's not slowing down. Again, all-time highs in form. The only player in the server that's really peaking right now.
360 Creek Scope.
We got more terminology than John. I like that.
Coldzera's going to pick up the weapon. He only had a MAC-10. Oh, this is interesting, though. Nico was very close to being able to turn in towards Mini without any smokes whatsoever. And I think that has to be the play. Twist is watching for this. Smoke just goes up from his teammates, but oh, there's a little bit of a gap, but that one shot gave away his position, and Nico's got to be frustrated. He had a lot of advantages there, and now he's got a lot of disadvantages. And the entire team of Faze was waiting for that play. What a shot from Coldzera. Stewie caught with Molotov in hand, and even Brokey almost adding on to it.
That's the one thing they get. I mean, it's an amazing shot, but it's the one thing they get so far. 2v4 positions possibly known. They know Coldzera at least. They try to crush out the A site, but there's a couple of players here waiting in very decent spots with full HP. And probably a lot of hope.
Quietly.
Yeah. Faze on the other hand.
There's 2 Molotovs, but Coldzera and Olaf are nowhere near being able to work together. So any Molotov that Olaf throws gives away his position at door. Any nade. There's the flashbang for Coldzera. Nitro's going to turn away from it. Good shot from Cold. Can't transfer over. Not quick enough on it. Olaf can't lock him down either. Twist ducks and slides under the shots.
Put some oil on that logo because Liquid are still on fire. That's huge. Another upper hold goes really successfully. Not much attention given to lower, but some of these rounds are ending so early outside that we don't know if Faze would have turned it into a lower execute. Oh, that's the 2015 Nico face. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, we do love that little bit of a throwback. Mouse sports Nico. 6-3. And a 6-round run for Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Faze going to try and go back to Stewie. This is how they started the game off. Oh, he's a little bit late. He's got a teammate here, though. Unleash again, holding the line, giving Stewie the time. Who comes back up the ramp because he's got Twist in rotation as well. And this Nuke defense, as opposed to against Astralis, is much more aggressive and convincing on their rotations in support of their teammates.
Yeah, Alige is completely unstoppable right now. He is like, no matter what position he's in, he's going to get like 1.5, if not 2 kills, and then maybe even stay alive. He seems like he's playing so fast. His first bullet accuracy is unbelievable. His ability to readjust, like nothing can stop him at the moment. Unless
this timeout is everything. Unless Yanko's got a checkmate strategy he's explaining to his team.
Yeah.
Powerful hand talker, Yanko.
This is how you kill Alige.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
I'm not going to tell you what he's saying because I don't want to blow their plans. But
well, you want to talk about some issues. Look at the ADR. Look at the production on Faze. Yeah, well, Twist is nasty. That's impressive. But look at the other side of the coin. The highest for Nico at 57 ADR for Faze. There's just not enough fragging, not enough damage being dealt, being output by the attack.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put it together, they have like a pretty good ADR.
Yeah, if you add them all up, it's not too shabby. Windows being broken on the roof. And this time, no aggression outside. Liquid have shown that once or twice recently.
Olaf hasn't had to be used as much in some of these later rounds just because like he can be a very good squeaky lurk, but they haven't activated him because they haven't like tried to draw attention in his direction, instead kind of taking on upper full force. And yeah, I wonder why, you know, their affinity is so strong for upper right now, but it's just fallen on its face so many times. You wonder, like, it's like a fool me once situation. And at a certain point, these outside smokes mean a lot less. Depending on how they use them. Because the confidence for Liquid outside now is really high. So we'll see if Naf sticks around to take more duels. Molotov comes in his direction, so he'll back off. In the meantime, flash outside. Only 2 outside this time, so we'll see how they use their smokes maybe differently.
Quietly moving down. Naf has been here a number of times, but hasn't seen anyone push down. Naf actually has 16K. Here he is, a very narrow angle. If they walk into, ooh, what a quick crouch. What a quick aggression as well. They're gonna push through that Molotov. Nap knows it. Oh, great shot out of the sky. Nico does trade him off. A drive-by slide. He's the only one down low. Nico, or Unleash, he pushes right through it. He pushes it into the flames. He's a madman. Into a 2-on-2. Bomb is in the hands of coldzera. And it's gonna be planted downstairs. Twist on a fast flank Nitro. He doesn't have any idea. He was running the whole way. He thought for sure Nico would commit to the bomb site. It's all on Twist.
Twist, how aware. Man of the match so far, playing extremely well. Is going to spot the bomb, look to clear an angle. Nobody to deny him right to that moment. coldzera's got a better angle, and Twist is out. No chance in the 1v2. We'll have to move on. So what's the difference maker there? They actually go for lower this time.
Yeah, I mean, they attacked it quite well. I think this was the big one. Nap, I think he had a little bit of an extra second of delay on falling back, wasn't able to hold on to that angle, wasn't able to get the Molotov out. The fact that Faze is so aggressive to trade that kill is a thing of beauty. We talked about, I've talked about Liquid being able to rotate downstairs much better this game than yesterday. It doesn't matter when that trade comes in so quick. They're already into the bomb site. They're already attacking ramp.
Timeout called, talk things over. That's timeout Faze. It's interesting. It's like, do they try that again? You know, the push doesn't work out so well if Naf lands that first shot. It's much harder for the first guy to go when there's no one to trade if they're going to try to rush down Naf like they just did.
Yeah.
So that one's a bit sketchy, but maybe the sentiment of just going lower in some way will resonate with them, just because like that's, you know, they can find success there. And it's not like just because a team knows you're going lower, it's going to be easy to stop. If you do it properly, there's like a lot of ways you can manufacture kills on your way to lower to make it viable. But their post plant's not working out so hot if they even get them upstairs. Let's see what they can change up, and let's see what they have in store for us. Oh, flash is bad. Oh, that's an important flash.
Yeah, that really is. Rain's got an entry. Nitro's not blind whatsoever. It might still be okay. They can at least get the bomb planted. Utility into heaven, trying to make themselves safe enough to get this bomb down. Another Molotov towards heaven as well. And here comes Olaf with the plant. So coldzera and Hut, 2 players inside of the site. It's a 4-on-3, but still a tough retake. Utility is left. There's one more Molotov for Faze, and Liquid have pretty much anything they could want. Smokes, Molotovs, they're gonna go quick. Good tap from Olaf. Good trades, but a TK comes in. 2-on-2 scenario, Olaf still patiently waiting. Swings wide, Alish has that. coldzera, is he up for the task? 1 versus 2, and he can't get it. Now, with the off shot.
Ah, that's when it really hurts. He saw that flash miss. They still get upstairs like relatively successfully. They get the trade kills that are important, but then he also kills a teammate. Could have been very unlucky. I didn't actually see, but
I mean, that's a hectic sequence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good shot from Nap just before the smoke booms. Yeah, that is fully unlucky.
Yeah. That's really, really tough. But it's a round that works out really well for Liquid. And you know, Naf and Alish, I mean, they're just playing so well. I just really didn't rate that 1v2. I'm shocked that they even tried the upper rush. Are they going to go for it again? They are.
Why not?
Oh
Why not test it again? This time with the flashbang hopefully working. Rain is traded. It's a 2 for 2. That's much better. Much better for Faze. Here come the utility in heaven to delay the rotations, and another retake on the cards for Team Liquid. Oh, Stewie's already down. I don't think Olaf heard that. I don't think Olaf knows it happened whatsoever. Not able to transfer, but it was oh so close. Nap is going to step behind the flames. Him and Alish have a decision to make.
Whoa, yeah. That's going to be trading places. Where's Net? He's just going back up the ladder. Okay, double heaven setup. Olaf knows that he's going to be one of the last angles cleared if he stays right under heaven. From here, he's taking a more aggressive angle for the headshot. Peek, they jump out. The flash is bad. Nap is going to kill himself. The Liege ends up getting traded by coldzera. Bit of revenge there. 2v2 does not work out.
I really like that from Faze, and that might have been the call. I don't remember who missed the flashbang in the previous round, but it might have been him saying, "I missed the flash. Let's just do it again."
Let's do it again.
It worked last time. This time I'm going to hit it.
That's a good point. Yeah, they were like close enough without it.
Yeah.
Plus a TK.
Why not add it in?
Yeah, true. Let's see how good we'd be then. Yeah.
Well, the money is gone for Team Liquid. This could be Faze getting up to 7 if they can reset and they can take everything away here. 2 rounds left in the half.
It's crazy how many rounds in a row they tried this. They tried the same thing. Ends up working close enough in the one before, and they obviously convert in this final try. And now we'll go back to a default. back to basics. Outside smokes once again. Will they be deep once again? Most likely. Just on those lineup spots.
This time it's Elige lying in wait at the secret stairs with an AK, not the AWP that Naf had. Or excuse me, with an M4. Oh my god, I can't believe he even went for that blind. That was a bold play. Doesn't pan out for him, and it might be a good thing. That Molotov might have been a huge nuisance.
All 5 walking the cross. They'll actually end up going down secret. A minute on the clock. Gonna start working towards this. They've still got 2 smokes left over. Bunch of flashes. Where utility kit's really important. First kill could also be critical. Elige getting that Molotov off is huge.
Yeah, and the smoke. There's the difference between Elige being down here and Naf. They don't turn the corner fast enough, and Elige can hold them back. Yeah. And now Naf can cover the retreat. If
Literally.
they do fall back, this is great. They've got him boxed in. They still don't have numbers. And the shoulder peek baits out the shot. Naf gonna get a new angle.
They can call for the rotate from Stewie if they know they're juggling them back. Elige doesn't get the kill. 22 seconds up. Naf goes down. It's all going to come down to Stewie now. He's going to have to go into full mode as they make their way through the control. Will he get the... Well, he does at least get one, but the instant trade out from Nico, and that's a round in the bag here for Faze. Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, and you can't go for this if you're Team Liquid. There's one more round left in this half. You have to have money to buy. So you need these 2 M4s in the hands of Nitro and Twist. You got to pray Elige with 1,500 at the moment, but Olaf's going to take it away. Going to take the first one at the least. Nitro looking for the AWP and the kit. A long time of this bomb timer to stay alive.
Wonka, Omega. Nitro walks away. So Elige dies, control stairs. Just tries to take a fight, dies, control stairs. That's going to happen. Don't even know how Naf died. He was in hell with an AWP.
Olaf was lurking, and I think he got aggressive with it. He was staying behind the rest of his team. There were 4 players outside. Only 3 went down, and that's the AWP taken away. Wow. Nico does find him right at the end. That's brutal.
Yeah, didn't recover it, but don't even need it here on T side.
That's so much weaponry taken away from Team Liquid. Scout on Naf. Upgraded pistols being picked up. The strongest weapon they'll have is the FAMAS on Elige.
And this is Liquid are their nuke wins are denoted by their CT rounds, 70 to 30. So
that's not ideal.
Yeah, moving into the second half, I mean, they've got to maintain like a much stronger lead than this, or they rely heavily on a pistol, or at least history would tell you that. Stewie now push off his angle, tiny bit of damage.
Back to Stewie we go, and back to testing the rotations for Team Liquid we go. Stewie spots the head, can't land the shot, and the re-peeks is just brutal. I don't think Liquid can buy enough time for Elige's flank.
Yeah, he's got to be pissed. They keep testing him on rounds where he doesn't have money.
Rounds.
Yeah.
This is all Faze. It's going to be a 7th round. All 3 maps at halftime. We have an 8-7 split. This time at least it's in the favor of Team Liquid, but they've got a long road coming up on their T side. Dominance from Faze, a nice tactical half.
Is that another 8-7? Is that three in a row? Yep. Oh my God. On Nuke, it might make more of a difference.
They had those upper hits in the middle stretch of the half that Liquid just shut down in a big, big way. Emphatically, they shut them down. So maybe that was part of it. They started avoiding the hot hands.
All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. What is the last half of the day in a decider match between Team Liquid and Faze? One of these teams is going home, and they'll need your help if they're going to stay.
Well, Brokey's already dropped down. He's got the angle on Stewie, misses the shot. He does find it in the end. They drop down. Naf is going to find him. Nico's still alive. I don't even think they realize it. They do now. He's been caught from the other angle. Never realized Elige made the run. And Twist is protected by Naf. What a god.
He's got a Guardian Angel, but Olaf has 2 name tags on his death note, and he takes them both out.
Coldzera now. He bounces out the door, and again, Nitro from behind. Team Liquid is just narrowly saving each other this whole time, and they know exactly where Olaf is, and now he's in a really tough spot. Drops down, I believe, to find the kit, but how do you defuse this bomb? You have to go try and find 1 kill very quickly, and it's not going to happen. Liquid, they've rotated around to the other side to play together, and Olaf might just have to bail out. I don't even think there's a chance. All he can do is stick at this point, and Liquid is surely going to stop this.
Yeah, creative attempt at the bait there, closing the door behind him to make it seem like he might get on it if someone was in there, but it doesn't draw anyone out. The big rotation was in, and that's the round lost, and it all comes down to the first entries, I think, more than anything else, but a good try nonetheless. Liquid go 1 further into the lead. No, we saw this on Dust 2. They were able to take it into double digits first and still lost the map. Will history repeat itself?
Well, they have the first obstacle here. After winning the pistol, this second round investment, 2 scouts, upgraded pistols, plenty of utility for Faze on defense. Elige on top of the smoke. Ooh, Olaf missed the shot. Couldn't tag him. Nuke was already down in the B bomb site, just hiding, just chilling.
Yeah, yeah. Never hurts to have like that one early rotation, and he can be used for secret. You can roam around, hold vents in case there's a drop that you can't know about. I mean, Nuke is like all about the communication and creating bugs in the communication. And for the CTs, it's just like covering your options when it comes to lower drops. Nico, obviously one of the smartest players in the game, good player to have by himself in that lower area. Rain goes out with the deagle, just tries to get what he can, but there's no kill to be had.
Liquid has not progressed across the map at all. They're still in T-spawn, they're still in lobby.
Yeah. They
haven't wanted to move anywhere. They're being very patient, looking for any kind of aggression. And these scouts not doing enough damage when they're peeked into. Brokey's gonna have a chance. He does tag up Twist, down to 9 HP. The nade, not gonna clean anyone off. Stewie takes a decent amount of damage, a decent chunk of damage. And Nico with this flank. There's time for this to work, but just now Liquid has started to press in. Naf is gonna be a free kill. 4 on 4, but Brokey cannot slow anything else down.
CT scramble for the rotate. Lower is taken. Oh, so close to the target, just barely misses it twice.
Do they want to go for this? UMP in Nico's hands, CZ and Cold Zera. And Olaf's going to wait and see what his teammates can provide before he commits. But it looks like, at least for the moment, they wanted to investigate. Olaf's actually already bailing out. Nico opening the door.
No kits.
Yeah, I think they're calling this one off. They're just trying to bait someone from Liquid into a weird peek. Twist has got to start thinking about evacuating away from the bomb blast. 9 HP, he's got to get far, far away.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he safe at red box at this position? Will he... Ooh, I don't know how much. I guess he feels comfortable. So.
I would expect he would know better than we would.
Yeah, for sure. He's probably dealt with this situation many, many times. So, well, I guess we'll never find out.
That's anticlimactic.
I really want to know how much damage was dealt there, but I guess we'll see next round. You remember how much money I had, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
10-7.
The delay was good. They got the first kill early on Rain and Squeaky. They took their time to work their way down ramp. Got into lower with good time left over.
I'm assuming he died. He's bought all the way down. He
he did, yeah.
Now he has an AK-47, so yeah, he took one for the team there.
Yeah.
In a blaze of glory. Olaf, again, that scout, just very narrow to hitting some of these players, or very narrowly missing, I should say. Does finally tag Nitro in the end, and Nico. Gonna go for that peek. Ooh. Yeah, peeking with the smoke isn't exactly the plan. That's not what you want to do.
He's recovered to safety for now. Oh, Naf, wow, what a spray. Every bullet on that for sure. That's nuts.
Remember, he was flanked out last time.
Yeah, he's had it.
He's checking it right now. He's checking back towards T-spawn. Doesn't want to have that happen again.
PTSD, Nafly.
Everyone's pretty much down low. 6 players. Nico and Olaf to defend, but Liquid have not committed anywhere. Flashbang around the corner. They want this fight. They want that win, and they've got it. Nitro dinged down to 8.
Very decent attempt on the UMP. 3 up. Molotov on both sides of Olaf between 2 fires as Nitro gets killed on the way out of control room window. Bomb will get planted safely at this point. Olaf's just going to basically go skeet shooting, see what he can find.
Oh, that smoke plumes. That was a teammate's mode as well, I believe. So Twist couldn't get it, but Elige does find the frag. Brokey left to upgrade to what he can. Same with Rain. Maybe try and find a gun on the exit. 11-7 now for Team Liquid.
Yeah, Elige was like, go hunt this, and then smoked him out. And then got him to bait Olaf's attention, then shot him, got the kill. 5-head plays by Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
That is quite the title that you've just come up with.
Elige. The absolute mastermind.
Ooh, this is actually a great opportunity for Rain. I don't know if he realizes, or either of them. Now, here's the pin. He turns back into the flashbang. That is a recovered Galil. Not too shabby. That's a pretty cool thing to take away if you're Faze. Surely someone on the team is a Galil player for this exact reason.
Man, at this point, like everyone is, that's the easiest gun in the world to use. You can absolutely destroy people from the top of silo to the back of red. Any rounds. You can take out oppers with this gun at this point with the buff. It's so good. There's a significant round differential at this point. This will be, important, obviously. Can't understate it for Faze to win or at least make it competitive. Show themselves something, show us something. And there is a standard gap. I think the Molotov might have been Liquid's own to make sure that lands in the right spot.
Well, Elijah's made it the secret.
Yeah.
4 players heading towards ramp. Brokey gonna be under pressure. There's a nice crossfire though, a nice bait and switch, but it doesn't work. Not nearly as effective as they would have liked. Olaf is still gonna be alive, and he's downstairs with an AWP. What more can he add onto this? Liquid need to get utility in these choke points immediately. Oh, just a narrow miss. That smoke annoys Olaf, takes a bit of damage, but the retake is already on. Rain, Cold, and Olaf all here already. Naf behind the flames, waiting for the commitment. Dodging the first flash, getting the kill, transferring down as he's blind. A double, and Olaf now must back away with the ult.
That's beautiful. Just using his environment to block the flash off so he can stay confident, aim straight. Meanwhile, CTs think they have at least 1 second to abuse a player who's probably either turned around or fallen back. That's sick stuff, and he makes it 2 kills. Like, beautiful. That round, though, up until that point, rested on a razor's edge. Olaf almost had a kill. He had an opening.
Yeah.
It came down to timing. He was rotated there, like, almost right in time. Swinging that door opens the risk, right? You don't know how far across the site they've crossed. He picks a window of timing. It's not right by just a few milliseconds.
You have that kind of a setup in ramp room as defenders. Nico in that corner. You have that bait and switch with Brokey as well.
True.
You need to get more than 1 kill out of that. And it's actually a testament to how well Olaf played the situation that he was even in position to pull that round back in their favor. He even had a chance to do it.
That's a good point, yeah. Yeah, Brokey needed a kill there because, and I'm going to say Brokey because his teammate was able to activate the crossfire and delay long enough that Brokey had a chance to shoot someone on the side and couldn't lock it down.
Small investment from Faze, but again towards ramp room. Stewie was just saying, listen, if you're going to come at me, if you're going to try and punish me throughout the entire T-half, we can do the same thing to your rookie. Oh, maybe no, you can't. Maybe you can't at all.
Bomb recovered. Thought maybe they're going to come barreling through that. That's not the case. Liege tagged like a thick body shot, 40 damage or so. But that's all.
That's a nice win, though, in that engagement for Faze. I mean, just a little bit of luck with the deagle headshot through the smoke. 3 players still downstairs, but Liquid might have to make a decision pretty quick. 4 on 5. Twist still holding on to ramp room, looking for someone to try and regain control.
Yeah,
utility going to be used as a distraction.
Sorry to interrupt. Did they get rid of the gun? That Neff, I don't know if he was hanging out there for a second.
They might have, but I think more than anything, they probably just didn't mess with it. Maybe just,
no,
yeah,
it's
it's
there,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah, it's right at his feet.
Not even camping it, assuming, well, FaZe Clan are going to be definitely worried about just going to grab it, so.
Okay, so they're going to take their time. Smoke towards Mini. That'll fade by the time that Nitro and Elige want to turn in and actually attack the upper bomb site. This is going to be a split towards upper. You've got 2 defenders there right now, Rain and Cold Zera. And I don't think they think the attack is going to come from Mini because of the smoke from Team Liquid. But these SMGs, they can do work. Ooh, but not on Rain. Olaf is up above. That's a good off shot. That's a good follow-up as well. Olaf again, a chance to pull it back, and he can't do it. Twist, he might have heard this flank. He's coming back to check, and he just spots it. He spots both. He knows exactly what's coming. On top of the hut we go for the power position. And he's got one more. Twist has saved Liquid in this round, 13-7.
Twist, phenomenal in his movement, deliberate in his decision-making, fast. He's hitting all his shots. He's looking so much better than he has been at this tournament in recent memory. A key player right now to recover on a map that they generally haven't had great success on, generally speaking. Olaf's looking good, though. He's a real problem. He's doing a great job of being a rotator, helping out both sites. He's always there in the nick of time, but it seems like the bomb site players themselves are the ones falling short. Yeah,
it's really unfortunate. He's been so close to keeping FaZe in these rounds and maybe even turning a couple of them, but just, I mean, you know, close isn't going to matter for too much longer as the score is 13-7. Liege. Oh, they spam him down. He's very low. He's made it into vents, but there's someone down there already.
Yeah.
I would be amazed if Elige could find something out of this scenario. Oh my God, that is an immediate headshot. Olaf, no chance to react.
Oh my God, that's huge. Position and lower, 32 HP doesn't matter. There's a rat under the floorboards, you know? You've got to like spray down the whole thing to get to him. It takes time.
Having a vermin problem recently?
It takes time.
Liege with the off. He spots the leg. He gets a great tag on a Cold Zera, down to 30 HP. And now he's the one just being an annoyance in this lower bomb site. And FaZe have to aggressively try and deal with this, and it's not going to matter. Another kill, a 5-on-2.
Wow.
And Faze just have no chance to get back into some of these rounds.
It's crazy. And yeah, Olaf, I mean, Alicia's already low when he drops down the vents. He's kind of aiming at Alicia's feet as he comes out that side of the vent, but he thinks that Alicia had already escaped. Alicia comes out with a sick peek, hits him before he can even click.
All these deaths are fine. Liquid was happy to take them at the moment. They want to take all the guns out of the hands of Faze.
Yeah, you got an easy round next round.
I will say, Naf, Stewie, and Nitro all in the 2000s. They might not want to commit everything, but Alicia, I think he missed his chance. And Brokey realizes he's been spotted. That's a good reposition, though. Alicia had no idea. And now I think if you're Liquid, you might want to call this off.
Yeah, suck to get another op. Or it would be great to get the op off the board, but it would suck to have to deal with another lost kill. It looks like they're committed. Sunk cost in here, up shot drop, but he's just a little bit too far away, you want to assume, for them to get to him. Naf gets on his screen, but not across the corner, so that's that.
That's risky aggression to take those guns away with this kind of a lead, with a 7-round lead in the game, 14-7. And it all comes down to this. Faze had a miraculous comeback to a near recovery on Mirage. They need it again because their tournament life is on the line. Liquid just 2 rounds away from taking this series, from facing off against NIP tomorrow.
They are poised to destroy right now. They are in a good spot. They've got 3 AKs here. Or sorry, 2 AKs, 3 SGs. But it's pretty crummy guns here for Faze, at least for Rain with just the MP9. A couple of Thomases, a bit stronger than they used to be, but not adequate enough in this situation, you would think. We'll see. Coldzera, close angle inside the hut. Does he go farther than this? Just taking his time, surveying the options, waiting for a reaction. But nothing's poking its head out right now.
Alicia being so cautious of any kind of aggression, any kind of delayed play outside behind that smoke.
I guess they technically don't know what kind of like buy, if they have a full buy.
I think Alicia might just be having PTSD from playing against Glaive so much.
Oh, yeah,
he's
true.
just like, oh God, is he here? Rain is in the upper bomb site on top of the hut. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, good time to make a decision. It looks like they are starting to lean towards ramp. Olaf, he's got the op, so this is one of the more like stable choke points you'd think. Twisto, however, manages to find an opening kill. That was Coldzera potentially pushing into hut there.
Yeah, that's crazy for Coldzera to try and pull that one off. For a pass to the timing, Olaf is going to be frustrated. Head and hands already. Nico's got to step it up with the Thomas. The spray does not land. Twist has found him with the Krieg. Liquid marching to 15.
When it rains, it pours.
You've been saving that for a while. I don't think it had the impact you wanted. 15-7. 8 rounds away is Faze. 8-round comeback needed. I don't believe Faze they haven't not gotten a single round in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like, this is a situation where Faze can make it a long game, but I mean, winning at this point, it seems a bit more out of reach. But wow, this Liquid T side to skew back the stats that were working against them. They are having a very fantastic T side, but man, a couple of really unlucky, rough rounds for Olaf Meister in critical moments. That jump timing, getting shot out of the sky on that in that ramp moment as the player who had an op.
Ooh, there's the indication of aggression. Alicia knows it as well. Molotov to force Nico forward. Alicia's waiting around the edge of that smoke, but Nico's gonna win it anyways. A good find. Another good find. Olaf, immediate headshot with the scout. So a 5-on-3 for the Faze defense. If you're gonna get started back into a comeback, it's in a round like this. You need so many players. You need all these players. You need them to live.
Top hut. Molly out to opposite vent. Rain is going to be pushed potentially out of position here. Still 5v3, mind you. No reason to get excited until we see a couple of entries come from the T's. It's not going to be easy to come by. Smoke down in front of Squeaky. They'll have to push through it if they want the entry out. Rain puts the test. Doesn't need, actually get some assistance from Olaf Meister as well. He's done great. And the last final tap on Stewie in the head through the smoke, leaving just Naf with the SG to die outside alone.
Man, Nitro had an opportunity. That smoke bounced about 3 times, and he realized, he was like, I'll just step in front of it before it plumes if it's going to keep bouncing. And Rain does a great job of holding on to door.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful scout shot. Hello.
Give him some space, give him a chance. He's going to have a great round. Yeah, he's just been put to the test. There's been like some timing, but yeah.
7 rounds away.
we'll see. Can't call anything too soon. Liquid like long games sometimes too.
Well, this is where they've struggled last year in their pursuit of trophies, is closing games out. They solved that issue in the middle of the year when they had supreme confidence, but those confidence issues have come back to haunt them down the stretch of 2019.
What could be the end of the line for Faze. The end of the blast circuit, the only team to win 2 blasts this year, to make it to the global finals, to potentially go out in last place. And Liquid potentially the ones to do that to them right now. We'll see. Could be this final lower exec.
They've got the Molotovs. They've got 2 of them. They've got a smoke on a Liege. He's covering vents right now, covering the rotation. 2 defenders down here. And again, it's Olaf, who's been so close to providing so much for Faze. And it's Brokey. All the information. Faze has everything. I mean, Rain's in lobby. They have all the intel of what's coming, of where exactly Liquid is. The only X factor might be Naf. Doors opened. Naf is just going to be there to cut off rotations, but that requires success from the rest of his team downstairs. Ooh, Olaf can't win that battle. Now look at Brokey. Look at the position he's in, trying to shift over. An odd angle, but the Molotovs, the smokes are going to come out to block off his teammates. Nico steps through it. That's a good find for Nico. That's a better one for Brokey. Double kill there. Into a 3-on-3, but the HP for Liquid is not looking good. And patient is this Faze defense. They've got them all cordoned in. Naf with 1 more frag, down to 43 HP, still trying to fight their way into this bomb site, but there's no time. There's no time at all, not for the plant. And Naf is going to go down afterwards. Coldzera could challenge if he wants, but doesn't want to risk the last player.
Yeah, it looks like he knew exactly what was up, just found the best spot to save in. Behind the site, no chance to win. No peek's going to come out, and Faze will last 1 more. That was great rotation from Nico to come in to help his teammate. Brokey was in a very tight spot there. At a moment's notice, he could have died if they executed. And you saw as soon as Liquid got the kill on Olaf, they started moving fast.
Well, if Nico doesn't step in front of that smoke, I think Brokey gets traded. He might get that first one, but certainly the next player is going to be peering right up at him instead of towards ramp room. And Faze have got a little bit of breathing room. Not in their economy, which is a disaster. It's a train wreck of an economy, but they've at least got a situation against Deagles. Just the 1 Krieg on Naf.
Oh. Wonderful nade. 70 or so damage. Stewball's going to swing that door open. We'll soon know. Just making some noise for the meantime. Brokey, how we doing, man? Out at ramp.
He's been tested a couple times. You have to imagine he's feeling relatively nervous.
Yeah.
Nico looking for information. Leash looking for exactly this, and unfortunately, that, oh, what a great response.
Yeah. He really just doesn't waste ammo. In a world where you can. Lots of bullets.
Calm and collected when he knows they're at range. You're exactly right. Olaf with the ult. But Brokey lying in wait. They haven't spotted him yet. There's the first. Stewie out in the open as well. Brokey's going to finish it with a triple kill. Faze is in double digits.
Well done from Brokey, looking very composed there.
It was what, 15-9 on Mirage when they began their comeback. It was 15-8 here on Nuke.
It's true, yeah. For what it's worth. You know, it didn't end well, but that doesn't mean it can't go all the way. I mean, some of the pressure's off, certainly. If you've already moved into the mindset that you're pretty much lost, then you start to climb back a bit. Pressure's more on Liquid at a certain point. And if the money's always broken, it's half of the rounds that it looks like in terms of score. So, again, let's not call it too soon. Liquid will have to prove a lot and just win 1 round. Chance here. Everyone's got what they want for the most part. No SGs. So that's something.
That's something. A little bit of extra time in T-spot. Leash going to start challenging now as well with the single smoke. No one outside for Faze. They've already dropped deep in towards Secret, deep in towards the B bomb site. That's Nico and Brokey feeling a little bit worried about the outer part of the map. There goes Rain in the upper site. They're going to swing in. Coldzera's got so many targets, but again, it's Olaf right at the perfect moment, but he's got to do more. Oh, and he can take the attention away. Here's the pounce from Nico. 1 kill, can get nothing else, and Olaf is forced away. And a desperate 2-on-2 for the map. Stewie's going to add on. He's looking to close this out for Team Liquid. But Olaf, he's been close, and again, no cigar. Liquid win 16-10, and they take the